What's going on, you guys? It is Derek from mancaveretreat.com, and today we're going to continue on our path of the planning series, kind of talking about different themes of man caves. I go in an overview of 7 themes I think you should consider when building a man cave, but we're in this video we're going to take a deep dive on the nerd cave. So by the end of this video, you should have a good idea of the do's and don'ts. Let's get into it. So gone are the days of long days, 8 hours plus of hanging out in a dingy basement with really crappy lighting, hunched over a table, playing games. I've been there. If you are looking into building this type of man cave, you have been there too. We're adults now, right? That type of stuff we just can't do. Honestly, if I did that, I wouldn't be able to walk the next day because of my back. So how can we take these passions, these hobbies, and take it to the next level and put it in a room that we're proud of showing off, but our buddies will still come over and still want to play these games. Maybe you have a party in D&D that is looking for a new place to kind of base their campaign out of. This is an awesome opportunity, and you'd probably be the star player. So first, so what a nerd cave is, it's going to be a place that you kind of show. It's a place you can just funnel all of your nerd energy into, right? All the games you enjoy. You walk in, it's just going to be full of references. It's just going to have a real relaxing feel. It's going to be a room that you can play a game for a long time in, and it's just comfortable. It's home, right? So the first thing you need to make sure you do is use good natural lighting. When we are in a room for a long time, if it's bad lighting, you're gonna know. If you have that really crappy fluorescent overhead lights, your party members, their heads are gonna hurt, and no one wants a grouchy bard, right? So we really need to make sure that the lighting is such that we're able to play for 10 hours at a time if we wanted to. We're all working full time. That Saturday, you need to make the most of it. So some ideas for this are going to be, looking for table lamps, floor lamps. You could get by with never turning on your overhead lights. That's honestly probably the best thing for your eyes and your party's eyes. So just kind of look, see what's out there, see what options there are. You'll be happy you did. So the next thing that you need to make sure you do is have comfortable seating. You're going to be on your butt a lot. I don't care if it's Dungeons and Dragons or if it's Magic the Gathering, whatever your game is, you are sitting, or if it's just like Xbox, PS4, whatever, you are going to be on your butt a lot. And some of the most comfortable chairs you can get are some of the computer gaming chairs. And this is a great option for you, even if you are going to be playing mainly D&D. When you're playing mainly D&D, you're going to be sitting at a table, and computer gaming chairs are designed to be sitting at a table comfortably. So get a table and surround it with 6 to 8 of these computer gaming chairs, and they're designed to be comfortable and to sit in for a long time. Like other articles I've written, I suggest beanbag chairs and stuff like that. That's not going to fly in a nerd cave because your lower back is going to be shot, and you're not going to be able to walk the next day. So don't be doing that. So the next suggestion I have for you that make sure you do is find the most unique table you can find. You could totally just have a dinky card table, gather around it, huddle around it. But it's not going to serve the room anymore, right? The whole point we're doing this is to class up our nerd activities. So don't go for just a normal card table. Figure out something else. Maybe you can find like a solid oak table. Find something that reminds you of that, that great hall, right? Or a tavern table, whatever. look around. You'll be surprised what you can find. I mean, to go off of that, this is even a cool DIY project. If you can find a table, you take a table, a monitor, and some plexiglass and a saw. You can make a really cool table that in the center of it for your party, you're all looking in at it. There's a screen facing up, and that gives you a lot of options to go with. So give it some thought. The last suggestion I have for you is probably one you saw coming. Make sure you proudly display all the memorabilia. For me, I'm a Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering kind of guy, so my graded cards are probably going to be up on the wall. I don't really have D&D decorations around, but the decorations would be more of the feel of the room, kind of that rustic tavern feel. Just kind of the sky's the limit, right? The one thing I don't want you to do is just throw all kinds of stuff up on the wall and it be super overwhelming. Because the more stuff you put on the wall, the less stuff is going to be noticed on the wall. Just people, it's not going to be special, right? So give that some thought. See what you can come up with. So those are the things to make sure you do. Now, the things you make sure that you avoid. The first thing I want you to avoid is bright colors. This kind of goes along with the lighting thing. If you go in a room and there are bright colors, maybe the walls are just still, bright white, that's going to put strain on your eyes, and you're not going to be able to play. It's going to be hard to play for extended amounts of time. So you're going to want to be looking at things like natural colors, browns, sands, slates, blues, things that are easy on the eye, conducive to a playing environment. And honestly, they make you feel more comfortable too. So not only is it going to be good for the playing experience, but it's going to be good for when you're not using it for Dungeons and Dragons and you're just hanging out in it. The next suggestion, don't go too deep on one game. If you want to, that's totally fine, right? Kind of my thing with this whole man cave thing in mancaveretreat.com. Make this stuff your own, do whatever the heck you want. But my suggestion is don't limit yourself to just one game. Because what happens if that one game just kind of stops existing? Then your room, if you feel kind of silly, people are going to be coming over and they're going to be wondering what that game is, what Force of Will is. Kind of go for the feeling of the culture as a whole instead of focusing on just one thing. And then the room will also be more relevant to more people. People are going to be more likely to talk about it, and just will feel better, in my opinion, right? So the last thing I want to suggest is probably the most important. So if you made it to this point in the video, kudos, you get, my whole point of making this video. Avoid immature designs. We're making this room to show off our passions, our nerdy passions, in a way that we're proud of. We don't have to be in a sketchy basement hiding away playing these games over a table anymore, right? We're adults. Own it. But with that comes making mature choices when displaying this stuff. If you have a family, I like to think of, if you have a family, you have kids, wife, husband, partner, whatever, design the room in a way that you would be proud for them to share it too. Because if you have a house and this is in your house, your partner is going to be involved in this as well. So design the stuff in a way that it's a nerd cave. Your friends that come over know it's a nerd cave, but it still functions as a room, and it still functions as a family room that you can use for other things. Because even if you use it every single week for a huge long session, there's a lot of other time that it's being used for, and it's not nerd shenanigans, right? So keep the room flexible. Be mature in your design. Yeah. So those are my suggestions for do's and don'ts. What do you think? I have so this is based off of a article I have written on mancaveretreat.com. In that I give some specific suggestions. If you would like me to go over or show those suggestions in a video, let me know. And also let me know in the comments what you think of this stuff. Is this interesting? Is there a topic you'd like me to cover instead? Let me know. I'll be hanging out in the comments. Say hi, whatever. So again, guys, my name has been Derek from mancaveretreat.com. Until next time.